Yes, I think that the most concerted generic source of power in this country comes from those who control the wealth in the country. And we control wealth in this country through institutions known as corporations. And more of the economy is falling into the hands of fewer giant corporations and conglomerates who, in turn, are not only, I think, making a mockery out of the principle of consumer sovereignty and competitive enterprise as they pitch headlong into more and more monopoly or monopolistic practices, but they're going to government with the great treasury resources that come from the taxpayers and generating a process of subsidies to big industry, of bailing out inefficient companies like Lockheed, of great gaping tax loopholes and privileges, and the kind of legal monopolies that are given to various licensee companies. And in that way, public power is no longer arm's length representing the people. It's becoming more and more co-opted by corporate and industrial power. And when a democracy can no longer rely on effective political representation because of the determinate power of economic institutions, then it's time that we turn our attention to these institutions in order to see how they can be more democratized, how they can be more susceptible to competition, how the consumer can become more powerful and more organized, and thereby relieve the pressure of these giant corporations on the governmental processes. We've had a lot of urban renewal in the United States, and that's considered a government program. But urban renewal has produced a lot more millionaires than it has solved inner city residential problems.